This video consists of a short meditation and relaxation exercise. Please don't listen while you're driving. Meditation. The buzzword. There have been a few buzzwords out there in the online space for the past 2 decades. I remember thinking about them while I was noticing. Love was the first one I remember. We were signing mails with love. We started writing it with the capital L. We started making and breaking relationships, starting businesses, starting anew, making kids, making millions, breaking deals and jaws, drowning in the selfless shadows of ego. In the name of love. Love was the first one I remember, the time when I started observing. It was followed by other buzzwords like creativity, God, universe, abundance, soul, manifestation, Jesus. What in the name of the Lord has been done with those words? I'm glad I don't know it. Meditation. One of the words everybody has their own definition for. Every religion, every influencer, thought leader, spiritual teacher, every guru. Meditation. The simple act of having no thoughts, they say. Meditation is a practice. During meditation, you focus on clearing your mind using a combination of
Sometimes
meditation involves meditation is a practice in which an individual uses breathing to train attention and awareness and detach from reflexive.
Meditation is a skill. Learning to meditate is like learning any other skill. Think of it like exercising a muscle that
meditation
you've never really worked out
meditation
before.
process, peace and balance that can benefit your emotional well-being and your overall health and wealth. I remember my first attempt. I was at the very beginnings of my 20s. Meditation wasn't all over the place back then. No smartphones, no YouTube and no Instagram. Internet was pretty plain. We had chat rooms where we would just randomly enter a room and drop a line hoping to get some attention. This was the time of beginning. Time of my own exploration of inner and outer worlds, a time when my relationship with the unseen world was slowly starting to unravel. The connection was ever present, always, as far as I can remember. But this was the time when I started going for it. Reading about it, exploring. At first, it meant reading about Atlantis and burning incense sticks, learning about religions other than my own, entering a space of the mystical, unseen, and unknown. And meditating, or at least trying to. I would sit in a very uncomfortable position, thinking I need to, have no thoughts. But somehow my skin would start to itch, a fly would suddenly appear out of nowhere, a sock would feel tight around a very specific toe, a bell on the door would make me open my closed eyes in disbelief, suddenly feeling very hungry. Each time I would sit, it would make no sense. Closing my eyes brought much more visuals and sensations than I would see or notice with my eyes open. I didn't know what to do with it. What else I didn't know back then, that I was at the very entrance. The door was open and I was about to enter. Or exit. From a place of stress, movement, thinking, rationality, action, productivity, giving, masculinity, to a place of quite the opposite. Ease, stillness, silence, creativity, passiveness, not doing, receiving, femininity, receptivity. And not claiming any of it, for it cannot be contained. That is the scariest part. A while ago, my teacher told me a story. There were 2 monks walking along a dusty dirt road. All around them fields and fields of olive groves. In the distance, they saw a silhouette of a woman on the river bank. When they got closer, they noticed she was doing the laundry, but more than that, they both were astonished by her beauty. Her long hair dancing in the wind, her feminine curves looming through her dress. Her smile was divine and her movements graceful. She was a beam of shining light. Two monks were standing there, taking a pause and admiring her presence. "Oh," said the older monk, "what a beautiful woman." "Yes, indeed," said the young monk. And they continued to walk. After a while, the young monk couldn't hold it back anymore. He turned to the old monk and, after some hesitation, he finally said it out loud with a tone of irritation and anger. "I can't stay silent anymore. I must ask you, how did you dare to speak about the beauty of that woman like that? Isn't that against our monasticism?" The old monk looked at him gently with understanding and said, "Oh, my dear one, I have indeed admired her beauty, for that is what she was, beautiful. And I left her there, by the river bank. But I see you took her with you." This is what meditation is all about. Practicing not taking matters of the mind with you, seeing them, noticing them, and leaving them. These are the benefits of meditation. Living in the now, in the present moment, immersed in what is, being one with everything, without holding onto anything. Thoughts, memories, emotions, actions. This is how the practice of being in a meditative state helps you live a more calm, stressless, easier, more joyful life. A life in connection with your spirituality, creativity, your heart, not only with your body and your mind. A life with the presence of God. All the explanations and definitions are true. Each language has their own delicacy. Each religion their own point of view, each person their own very personal experiences, their own sense of things. And everyone is giving out their own language, so it may reach the hearts of those speaking and hearing in the same way. Meditation isn't all about sitting and trying not to have thoughts. The job of our brain, a vital organ of a human body, is to process information. One of these is interpreting thoughts. Brain does not create thoughts. Brain processes inputs and creates outputs. Brain is something like ChatGPT. Since the moment you were born, it started to train. It also has access to the universal field of information that is all around us, that we are all made of. And for each and every single individual, the amount of information is different. And the kind of information differs as well. Some are universal, taken unconsciously from the field, and some are experienced and a part of our entire worldly history of learning, like our past experiences, memories, relations, and interactions, stored forever inside of us. And the brain, being an exquisite machine that it is, naturally processes information all the time. It is its job. It's what it was made for. Making it not do it would harm our human self. Imagine asking your heart to stop pumping blood, your kidneys to stop cleaning the blood, or imagine wanting your lungs to stop taking in the air. It is the same as saying meditation is a state where we need to control our brain, not to have any thoughts. So, when we say that meditation is a state with no thoughts, it is not completely true. Meditation is more detaching from the thoughts, not taking them with us along the way. Meditation is a space in which we can become an observer of our beings with no sense of good or wrong, with no judgment, no conclusions. It is a space in which we seek, find, and bask in the presence. It isn't a space of only good, bliss, joy, and happiness, for our human experience brings a full range of states, emotions, and thoughts. Meditation teaches us to feel everything, but neither glorify or refuse any of it. This is a practice of feeling, sensing, but not labeling, seeing, but not explaining, receiving, but not using. The thing with meditation is the more you try to explain it, the more you use your brain. And the more you use your brain, the further you are from where you want to be. A space of relaxation, calm, receptivity. A space where you are one with everything. A felt sense of being a child of God. With no identity, no name, no own ideas about anything. Nothingness. Just pure sense of being. But that is enough of talking. Let us go there. Let me show you the way. Wherever you are, take a pause. Take a break. Stop for a moment and relax. Meditative stage doesn't require you sitting, but if you are standing right now, do sit for a moment. Sit comfortably. It doesn't have to be a lotus position or anything awkward. You don't have to position your body in any specific way or pose your fingers. The only thing you need to is to notice your body at this moment. Just notice. How you sit, is it comfortable? Do you need to adjust? A tiny movement to finally settle. If you feel your body being hung and hunched, do take a slow, deep breath and raise your head a little bit. Open your shoulders and chest. Let your spine be a bit more straight. You don't have to be as straight as the wall or a ballerina. Don't overdo it if your body is not used in being in this position. It is okay. I just want you to feel your body alive with stream of life going through it. If you sync with your body position, you cannot feel it. Energy is flowing through you all the time, and you being present in your body, straight but relaxed, will allow it to flow freely and expand through you. And this is exactly what it wants, to use you as a vessel. Now close your eyes. There won't be anything much interesting going on in the video, but in case you want to open your eyes, there will be me sitting and breathing. If you feel like you want to open your eyes at any moment to see what everyone else is doing, that is okay. Do so and then close them back again. If it is easier for you to leave them half open or just slightly open for a blurred vision, do as you feel. Just relax. Breathe. Feel the air coming through your nose, filling your lungs, filling your belly. Inhaling your torso, and then feel the air exhaling, going out of your body. This is just the first step. Notice your body. Notice how you sit. Just have a live sense of your body. Scan your body from head to shoulders, to your chest, to your belly, to your hips and thighs and knees and feet. And wherever you go, just relax. There is no tension right now. There is no need for tension right now. This is your moment. This is a time and space for you. You don't have to be anything. You don't need to behave in any specific way. You don't need to meditate as perhaps you have heard before. You don't really need to do anything. There is no need to use consciousness in any way to create a sense of being, a sense of feeling, a sense of action, any thought. There is no need for that now. You can have plenty of that later. You have had plenty of that before. Right now, just breathe. It feels good, right? And if you go through your body again, you might notice that it is already a little bit more relaxed. And the relaxation perhaps might feel a little bit more familiar. It's nice. It is nice when you don't need to take any of the many identities that you have. A mother, a father, a child, an employee, a business owner, a boss, a wife, a husband, a partner, girlfriend, boyfriend. Right now, you're just you. You are none of the roles you play in your daily life. They're great roles, they're beautiful roles. But leave them aside, just for a moment. Whatever you feel, it is okay to feel it. Whatever the sensation is or might be, let it be. Don't fight it. Don't think it needs to be different. There is no need to think that you're doing it wrong, because you are not. This is just a space in which you can see yourself for who you are. And everything that comes up is not what your soul is, but it comes from your identities. Fear or tension, unease, stress, this is not who you are. but it is good if it is showing up so that you can now see it without being attached to it. It's just like saying, oh, okay, I see you. You wanted to be seen, okay, good. And then breathe in and breathe out. Are there any thoughts coming up? The lunch, the kids, the emails, to-do lists, plans, fears about the future, memories of the past. See them. They are showing themselves to you. But the thing is, in this space, you don't need to take any of them. You don't need to take the pot and start making the lunch and seeing what's missing in the fridge and doing a mental shopping list. Don't go there. Don't create. Don't continue creating from the initial thought. Just see the thought and just let it be, let it float around your head like a cloud. See the thought and just watch it float away. And then come back to your senses, to your sensation of your body. You are here with your eyes closed, sitting, relaxed, doing nothing. If your body started to hang down a little bit, just straight your spine a little bit. Let the energy flow more freely. Open your chest just a little bit and your shoulders. You don't need to create any tension. Our bodies naturally start to go down in a dreamlike state, just relaxing and relaxing because we've had enough of everything. Life is demanding, daily life is demanding. And breathe. Here you are, there you are. Taking time for your inner self. Taking time to stand at the very entrance of a realm, of a kingdom, of a heaven. In which your soul is ever present. In which your soul is dressed as your human self, as your name and your identities. And the sense of self, of the soul, is the beginning of sensing the ultimate presence of God. And the breath, if you ever go astray, if you ever go into thoughts, process, it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Just come back to your body, come back to your senses, come back to your breath. Imagine this. Our breath from the very first moment we take the very first breath on this earth is the best sense and connection with the spiritual. You cannot see it, but it is ever present. You cannot feel it, smell it. It just is. And most of the days you don't ever think about it. Let this be your reminder of the spirit in everyday life. Just taking a moment, a break, a pause, leaving everything aside, and just a minute of breathing. And there you have it. There you are. Breathe and let your breathing do its own thing. Draw your eyes inside your body. Turn them around so that they are now looking inside. It's very dark inside. And your body is just a shell. Your body is your safe space. It's keeping you safe. And it's well deserved to be nurtured in many ways, many different ways. How beautiful that is, right? This is only the beginning. This is a place where you can come back to when you can and when you want to take 10 or 15 or 30 minutes to just sit in silence and observe what is going on without involving in whatever is going on. Withdraw yourself from whatever is going on out there. And step by step, you will slowly start to build muscles of your inner presence, of your connection to God. And for a change, this practice doesn't evolve action. It's relieving, right? It is pure feminine energy of receptivity, of receiving, of opening up and blooming like a flower, and allowing God's presence to show itself to you. Amen. Take a breath, a deep breath, and exhale, and come back to your body. Feel your body, your shoulders, your head, your chest, your back, your thighs, your glutes, your feet, your knees. You can touch yourself squeeze yourself a little bit, you can move. You can become aware of the space you are in right now. Where are you at? What are you sitting on? What is your surrounding? To slowly come back to your beautiful life. And when you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. You see, meditation is not about time or a place. It is not about meditation pillows, sustainable fashion brand, or an app on your phone. It is not about taking time to do nothing. Meditation is a simple act of coming back to the self that is beyond this human experience, and with that, nurturing connection with God. Meditative process is any process in which you can observe the human being that you are, allowing the stream of the divine flow through you without attaching to any part of the experience. Be it in a creative act, such as writing, painting, photographing, singing, or perhaps praying, playing, doing physical work, exercising, or washing the dishes. If it doesn't suit you to waking up at 5 a.m. to meditate, if it feels like a coping mechanism of a productivity-oriented society, claim 10 or 15 or 30 minutes when it feels right. And just sit, breathe, and observe. That is it. Your chance to feel yourself without the burden of humanity. Hi, my name is Marina. I'm an artist pursuing a life of beauty and meaning. I work as a creative guide and coach, a brand and art photographer. I am a few other things, but for now let's keep it simple. I have prepared a few visualization meditations for you on my website, each for a specific outcome. If you would love to explore meditations with me further, make sure to head to my web shop and choose one of those I have prepared for you. Find the link in the description.